This video is regarding the conveyance of materials. Conveyance of materials is also called as carriage of materials. Now, carriage of materials is basically transporting our raw materials from a source where it is available to a destination, which is usually the site at which these materials are used. Carriage of materials can be done by two methods. One is a mechanical method and the other one is a manual method. Mechanical method is usually concerned with trucks, and manual method is when you are making use of laborers by carrying materials by head load. The next is the transportation from the quarry or the site, quarry or factory to the site is what we call carriage, and what we take as conveyance rate is the cost that is involved in this process. The mode of transport entirely depends on the geological conditions of the source, and the mode of transport can either be a truck, a train, or it can also be a bullock cart depending on the accessibility of our source and site. Now, coming to trucks, there are different capacities of trucks available, which can be 3 tons, 5 tons, or it can also be 8 tons. When you calculate the cost of transporting or the conveyance cost of a particular material, so many factors have to be taken into consideration. The first one is the cost of owing or the hire charge of the truck. It is not always necessary that the contractor should own a truck of his own, so he may have to hire a truck for transporting his machines, for his transporting his materials, and the amount that is involved in that is called as the hire charge of the truck. Again, if the loading capacity of the vehicle changes, the hire charges also change and the amount of material carried will also change. Hence, this is another important factor in the cost of transporting materials. Coming to the speed, as the distance that needs to be covered changes, the rate also will change, and as the distance increases, the speed is also considered to increase. Now, the distance between our source and the site is called as lead. Now, that is a one-way distance between the source and the site is called as lead. Now, a single working day is said to comprise of 8 hours of working. So, if you have to count the number of trips that a truck can travel in 8 hours to find out what will be the cost that is included. Now, we shall be hiring labor for loading and unloading the material into and off the truck, and also for carrying it around. Another factor that you need to consider is the consumption of high speed diesel oil or mobile oil and the cost, as in you need to know how much of it is consumed and what is the cost per liter. Another factor that you need to consider is the distance of the parking place. Since the truck is not owned by the owner, the truck might be parked elsewhere. You have to bring it to the source, and then after use it has to be returned to its parking place. So, this distance is also considered while you consider the cost of transporting materials. Now, we shall see what are the considerations taken for each of these factors. The first one, we are talking about the carriage rates that we have just calculated using all these values will be inclusive of loading, unloading and stacking. Now, the first factor that we are going to consider is the average speed. From the DAR, it is saying that the speed of the vehicle to be considered for a lead of 1 kilometer is 16 kilometer per hour, and for a lead of 2 kilometers it is 17 kilometer per hour. Above 2 kilometers, for every additional 1 kilometer, you have to increase the speed by 0.5 kilometer per hour. As in, if the lead is 3 kilometers, you have an additional 1 kilometer. So, the speed will be equal to 17 plus 0.5, which is equal to 17.5 kilometer per hour. Similarly, if the lead is equal to 4 kilometers, the speed will be equal to 17 plus you have 2 additional kilometers, so it will be 2 into 0.5, which is equal to 18 kilometer per hour, and so on. That is how we calculate what is the speed of the truck that needs to be considered. Now, we spoke about taking our truck from the parking place to the source and back to the parking place. For this distance, DAR says we can take an extra of 6 kilometers. Now, for finding the number of trips, which is given as n, we can find what is the distance that is travelled for one trip, or the time taken to travel for one trip, and if you divide the total number of hours in a working day by that value, you get what is the number of trips. So, the total number of hours that we have in a day is 8 divided by 2L divided by S, that is twice the lead going and coming back, divided by S will give the time, plus 1 hour for loading and unloading. So, in this equation, L is the lead in kilometers, S is the speed in kilometer per hour, and the plus 1 is given for the 1 hour allowed for loading and unloading, that is half an hour each. This is the criteria that we use. So, the equation for finding the number of trips in a single working day is n is equal to 8 by 2L by S plus 1. Now, once you know the number of trips that happens in a day, we can find what is the total distance traveled. So, distance in one direction is L. So, up and down you will have twice L into n trips per day plus the 6 additional kilometers for from parking space to the site. So, this is the total distance run per day. So, this was the other factor that we considered, the distance that is run by the truck. The next is the labor consumption of diesel and mobile oil. As per DAR, diesel is 5 km per liter and mobile oil is 140 km per liter. The other factor that we consider is the hire charge of the truck, which is given as rupees 1460 per day. This is again taken from the DAR. And then we have 6 beldars or coolies for loading and unloading, who is paid rupees 368 per head per day. In addition to this, to find out what will be the conveyance rate, you need to know the standard cost that needs to be considered, which is taken as 46.55 per liter for the diesel and 245 per liter for mobile oil. All these values are taken from DAR. It is on page number 69 of DAR volume 1.